Hello everyone, I'm Miss Ginger and welcome to Greenhouse Preschool Circletime. Today we are going to talk about our classroom rules and one of the best metaphors for kindness, the book, Have You Filled a Bucket Today? But first, we have a brand new student. Hello, Moomin Troll. Welcome to class.
Hello everybody.
Moomin Troll, before we start playing and reading, do you have any questions about joining school?
Well, yeah. You just said there were class rules, and I don't know any of the rules here. Are they different than home?
Sometimes homes have different rules than school.
Oh dear. Are they different than the library?
Yeah, sometimes schools have different rules than libraries.
Oh dear. Well, how will I ever learn all these new rules?
Well, the most important thing at school is just that you think of how to be kind to yourself and to others.
Well, I hear that word all the time. Be kind, be kind, be kind. But I don't know really what that means. What do I do to be kind?
Well, Moomin Troll, I have a wonderful book that helps us understand this and think about it as we go through our day. Have you ever heard of the bucket fillers?
No.
Did you know that you have your very own invisible imaginary bucket? Where? You do? I will show you in this book. Here. I think this will help us understand how to be kind in school and everywhere, not just school. Have you filled a bucket today? A guide to daily happiness for kids. There we go. All day long, everyone in the whole entire world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. I have a bucket. Your mom and dad have a bucket. Your brother and sister have buckets. Even your dogs and cats have buckets. Your grandma and grandpa and your neighbors all have buckets. Everyone is carrying around an invisible bucket at all times. And your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and your good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy when your bucket is full, and you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They feel very happy when their buckets are full, and they feel very sad and lonely when their buckets are empty. It feels great when we all have full buckets together, and this is how it works. We need each other to fill our buckets, and other people need us just like we need them. So, how do we fill buckets together? You fill someone's bucket when you show them love, when you show them that you care, when you say or do nice things, and even if you just give someone a smile. Even very little things can help fill a bucket. A bucket filler is someone who's being loving and caring and thoughtful and thinks about how to do nice things that will make other people feel welcome, happy, and special. When you make someone feel special, you are helping to fill their bucket. But you can also dip into someone's bucket and take out their good feelings. You dip into someone's bucket if you make fun of them, if you say or do mean things, if you hurt them or take their things, and even when you just ignore someone. That does not make them feel good or welcome or safe, and that's being a bucket dipper. When you are dipping into someone's bucket, you are acting like a bully. A bucket dipper says and does mean things that make other people feel bad or sad. Many people who are dipping into other people's buckets have an empty bucket themselves. They're feeling sad already, and they think that if they dip into somebody else's bucket, maybe that will make them feel better. But that does not work. Because you never fill your own bucket and feel better by dipping into someone else's and making them feel worse. But guess what? When you have an empty bucket and you want to bring yourself up, what you can do is help fill someone else's bucket. Because when you do and say kind things to another person, that fills both of your buckets. That makes them feel better, And it helps you feel better, because as humans, we feel good when we help other people feel good. And all day long, we are either filling up or dipping into people's buckets by what we say and do. So, try to fill a bucket today and see what happens. You love your mom and dad so much. Why not tell them that you love them? Even try to think of specific things you love about them and tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. Watch for smiles to light up on their faces. A smile is a good sign that you are helping to fill someone's bucket. If you practice, it'll become easier all day long to think of kind things to do. Just remember that everyone is carrying around an invisible bucket, and always be thinking of what you could do or say that might help them feel even better. Here are some ideas for you. You can smile and say, "Hello, good morning," to the bus driver, because he has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you, because he has a bucket too. You could write a thank you note to your teacher, your doctor, your dentist, your librarian. They have buckets too. You can tell your grandma and grandpa that you love to spend time with them. There are so many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It makes other people feel great, and it makes you feel great to do it too. It does not matter how old or young you are. It doesn't cost any money, and it doesn't take much time. Just remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, that's going to make you feel a lot better too. When we all work to fill each other's buckets, we help to make our schools, our homes, and our communities better places to be. Bucket filling helps everyone feel good. So, why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start every day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill a bucket today. And at the end of the day, ask yourself, did I fill buckets today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that can be you. The end. Does that help at all, Moomin?
Well, I guess I've got to think of ways to be kind and do things that people like and try not to do things that people won't like, but I still don't really know what those things are.
Well, that's a great question. Let's use our own buckets. Here's a bucket. Can this be your bucket today, Moomin?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a bucket for Moomin. And here, I have a whole bunch of pretend apples. We will use these to fill and dip into buckets while we think about which things fill buckets up and which things dip into people's buckets and make them sad. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so I also have my class rules here. I realize this is going to be hard to see, but I'll do my best. So we have some rules here, Moomin, that will help us think of what are some kind ideas that fill buckets and what are some things that dip into our buckets. But first, it's important to know that every single morning is a brand new day. So when you wake up and come to school, hopefully your bucket already has some good feelings about yourself. You're thinking, I am Moomin, and I'm pretty great, and I'm about to have a great day. So we start with some apples. Our first class rule is that we do our best to help one another. So Moomin, if you're walking into class and you put your boots and your coat away and they keep falling off the hook in the shelf, how does that feel?
Well, it makes me feel frustrated that things aren't going well.
Yeah, so that might be dipping into your bucket and making your morning a little sad if you're struggling, right?
Yeah.
But what if someone follows this rule and they come help you and they say, Moomin, can I help you hang up your coat?
Oh, that would be much better.
Would that help you feel good?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we help each other, that helps to fill. Oh, that apple went away. There we go. Fill our bucket. There, your bucket is more full now. Our second rule is gentle hands. How do you feel if somebody pushes you as they're coming through the hallway?
Oh, not very good. That dips into my bucket and makes me sad.
Yeah, me too. I don't like to be pushed. Now, how do you feel if somebody offers you a high five.
Well, I like high fives. That makes me feel like I'm doing a good job.
Yeah. So a high five, offering to do a high five, it's a gentle hand. That might fill your bucket back up. How do you feel if somebody hits or pinches you?
Oh, not good at all. I don't like that kind of touch.
Me neither. So that would dip into your bucket. That dips into your good feelings.
Yeah.
What if somebody comes and sees that you're feeling sad about that hit and they say, "Oh, Moomin, would you like a hug?"
That's good. Hugs are good.
Hugs help fill your bucket. Hugs and high fives, those are gentle hands. Hits and pushes are no good. Those dip into our bucket. Okay, let's see. Third rule is kind words. So we think, what will Moomin like to hear, and what would Moomin maybe not like to hear? Moomin, how do you feel if people tease your name and be like,
Moomin, floomin, boomin, doomin? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. That dips into my bucket and makes me sad.
Yeah, I don't really like it when people tease my name either. But what if people say, Moomin, I love your name, or Moomin, will you come and play with me? How does that make you feel?
Oh, that feels good. Those are great words. Those are very nice.
Yes, kind words are words that make you feel good. That fills your bucket right up. What if someone says, Moomin, I love your bow today?
Oh, I love my bow too. That makes me feel good that someone noticed.
Yep, that fills your bucket right up. Kind words, gentle hands, and helping one another are making your bucket pretty full today. Let's see, our fourth rule is that we try to play fairly. We wait our turn. We share when we can. We trade if we each want something the other has. Yeah, share, wait, trade, take turns. How do you feel, Moomin, if somebody takes the toy you're using right out of your hand?
Oh, that makes me so mad.
Yeah, that makes me feel mad too. That dips into your bucket, right? If someone takes from you?
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
How do you feel, Moomin, if somebody knocks your tower down because they wanted your blocks?
Oh, that's not done. That's not nice. I wasn't done building.
Yeah, that dips into people's buckets if you break what they're using or if you take it. It's not a fair way to play. Now, Moomin, what if instead someone asks, hey, I really like that tower you built. Can I build one next to you?
Oh, that would be good. Then we have like a whole neighborhood instead of one house.
Yeah, that's a fair way to play. Somebody can use their words and join you. What if someone says, hey, can I have one of your cylinder blocks for 3 of my triangles?
Oh, well, I might like some triangles. Sure, we could trade.
Yeah, trading is a great way to play together. And what if someone says, I really want to play blocks, and you're not done yet?
Oh, well, I can tell them they can play blocks after me.
That'll be perfect. That is waiting to take turns. It's your turn with blocks now, and they can have a turn later. Does that work?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
That sounds like it'll fill both your buckets, because you both get to play there. Good. Sounds like we understand playing fairly. This one sounds kind of tricky. This one is running and yelling are for outside only. What do you think that rule means?
That means it's really fun to run and yell outside.
Yes, it is. It is so fun to be fast and loud outside where there's tons of room. But does that mean that we don't run or yell inside?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's what that means.
So why, Moomin, why do you think we don't run inside?
I don't know. It's really fun to run everywhere.
If we run inside when there's lots of people, what might happen?
Oh, I remember when I was running last time, and I ran through the hallways super fast, zoom, 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 and I bumped into my friend Rabbit, and he fell down.
Oh, how did Rabbit feel?
Rabbit felt really sad when I crashed into him.
How did you feel that you would hurt your friend on accident?
Well, I felt really sad too. I didn't mean to hurt my friend. I was just trying to run and have fun.
Yeah, but that dipped into both your buckets, huh?
Yeah.
What if you help Rabbit feel better?
Oh, that will help fill our buckets.
And then maybe you Offer some gentle hands or kind words like, "I'm sorry, Rabbit. Would you like a hug?"
Oh, that should help, because I'm really his friend. I like him a lot.
Yeah. So that'll help fill your buckets. And then, what can you and Rabbit do together?
We can run and yell outside, and it's not so much crashing outside because there's so much space.
That's a great idea, Moomin. Why do we only yell outside? Do you know?
Well, I really like to sing really loud.
Yeah. How do you feel when everybody else is yelling inside?
Oh, that's too loud.
Yeah. How does it feel in your body?
It hurts my ears. When everybody yells inside, it's like we're all yelling in the same box, and it's just way too loud, and I can't think.
Does it dip into your bucket when it's really loud inside?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. But what if you guys are all using your inside voices and taking turns talking?
Well, that's good. Then we can hear each other's stories.
Very good. That fills our buckets right back up. Here we have 6. Rule number 6 in class is we catch germs in our elbows and we wash our hands. Why do you think we have that rule, Moomin?
Well, if somebody sneezes on my face and I feel their snot and spit, that dips into my bucket. That's so gross. And then I'm so worried that I might get sick. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah, that's right. What if somebody catches their sneeze right here, and then you don't feel it at all?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
There. What if somebody doesn't wash their hands?
Well, I might not notice, but I don't want to get sick again. They've got germs. We all have germs on our hands. So if we wash, we keep each other healthy. Being healthy fills my bucket. Being sick dips into my bucket.
Yeah. So when everybody covers their sneezes and washes their hands really well, how do we feel?
Full buckets. Healthy, full buckets.
Number 7, we clean up when we are done with things.
Oh, I don't like cleaning up.
I know. Cleaning up can be a lot of work. But what if nobody cleaned up and the floor was just covered in toys? Would you like that?
No, it'd be a mess. I couldn't find anything. I would step on everything.
So do you like it when other people clean up?
Yeah, I like when other people clean up so I have a clean place to play.
I see. And when people don't clean up and leave it a mess?
Oh, that dips into my bucket. It's really hard to play in a messy space.
Yeah. So the thing is, when other people clean up their things, that fills your bucket. And when you clean up your things, that fills everyone else's bucket too. So we've got to work together on these goals.
Oh, okay. All right, I guess I can do that.
Moomin, we've got one other book to help us understand about filling buckets, to help us think about what somebody else might be feeling and how to do what might be kind or helpful to them. Does that sound good?
Okay, yeah, I think I've got a full bucket here. Look at all these apples. I think I understand this bucket filling kindness.
Wonderful. Friends, this book is called Understand and Care by Sherry Miners. And this is another way to think about what that other person might be feeling and what you can do to help fill their bucket. Understand and care. I have many different feelings. Other people have many feelings too. I want to understand how other people are feeling so that I can know what to do. When something happens to someone, I can imagine how I would feel if that happened to me. Oh, this girl looks so sad. Do you see why? She has dropped all her popcorn on the ground. She is hoping to eat it. Then I can understand how somebody else might be feeling. He's thinking, oh man, if I dropped my ice cream on the ground right now, I'd feel pretty sad. Since she just dropped her popcorn on the ground, I bet that's what she's feeling. And that's what her face is looking like. Downturned mouth and tears. That looks like sad. I see my friend smile and laugh when she's happy. She enjoys being with people that she loves and doing things that she likes. I understand how happiness feels too. I smile and laugh at some of those same things. When something really nice happens to someone, I can remember times that I've felt happy, and I can imagine how I would feel if I was her. She is so happy she just kicked that soccer ball straight into the goal. She's probably feeling really proud that she's such a strong, careful kicker. He's imagining, too, about a time that he had a really successful kick. He remembers feeling so proud and happy. He recognizes that pride and happiness on his friend. When I understand how that person feels, I can show that I care. He's saying, "Wow, good job. That was a great kick." Someone I know might feel sad if something goes wrong or just isn't having a great day. I can see this friend. He's frowning. He looks like he's about to cry. He's sitting all alone at the lunch table. And I'm sitting over here with my friends when I see him. I remember that I've felt sad when things go wrong for me too. I can imagine how I would feel if I was eating lunch all alone and had no one to sit with. I might feel kind of lonely or shy or disappointed. I can understand how that person feels, and I can show that I care by doing something to help them. He's thought, "Man, when I was feeling lonely at the lunch table, I sure would have liked it if someone came and sat with me and made friendly conversation. I bet if I go and I sit by him, that might help him feel much better." Sometimes people feel angry when things don't go the way they want. Anger can also show in a person's face, voice, and body, just like sadness and happiness and anger. These friends are feeling very angry. Oof, it looks like there's a big mess in block area. I see. It looks like she tripped on his tower and knocked it down. He was not ready for it to fall. I can remember feeling angry when things did not go my way. Looks like he's had that exact same experience. "Oh no, my blocks are falling." I can try to understand how that person feels and show that I care. "Hey man, I'm really sorry your tower fell. I think it was an accident. Can we both help you fix it?" Sometimes I'm not sure how someone is feeling. Once my grandpa was looking at photographs and crying. I asked him, "How do you feel?" So I couldn't tell if they were happy tears or sad tears. And then I can listen. Listening shows that I respect that person and I want to understand their feelings so that I can be helpful if I can. When I want to understand how someone feels, I can watch how they act. I can think of what emotions they might be showing in their face or in their body. And I can remember when I might have felt that way. I can imagine how they must be feeling. He is seeing his friend making a big scared body at that dog approaching her. Dogs are usually fun, but she looks afraid. Maybe she has not met a big dog before. I can ask, "How are you feeling?" and listen. "That dog came up so fast, I was scared." And I can show that I care. "It's okay. It's probably a friendly dog and you're safe now." Understanding and showing that we care helps us get along. It feels good to understand one another and to show that we care. The end. Thank you, friends. I hope that helps many friends feel confident about noticing what other people might need, what could be a kind thing to do, and being kind really helps you figure out most rules in most places. And have friends and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching.